Query from Vardha, Maharashtra. I think a similar query was there in the finance pain point also. Let's read it out. I'm not seeing them. So it's been 4 years. I have set up my practice. It was in April 2019. I own a single chair practice in a town with population of around 1 lakh. In the initial days, my OPD count was around 20 per month. Then the COVID came and actually my practice boomed because in lockdown. I'm not sure of the reason. But since last year, it is just stagnant, or you can say even lower. Now the OPD count is not going beyond 40 patients per month. Now I'm so confused what to do. On top of that, the patients visiting me are mostly window shoppers or dislodged crown replacement patients. Because of this mindset is also going into negativity, and I'm not able to do consultation properly because I feel that I'm getting nervous and at the same time desperate to convince the patient. In the initial stages of my clinic, I did some pamphlet distribution for marketing, have Facebook, Google My Business page for marketing free of cost. I'm not sure what should I do further. Whether to stick with the same location or shift. However, shifting is not an option I could consider financially because I'm so broke by the end of the month that sometimes I have to ask my parents for rent and clinical staff payments. My pain point is how to keep patient flow consistent, how to keep on increasing patient footfall. If this situation of mine continues for next month, then I wonder what will happen. In continuity to the above mentioned pain point, this is the reason I am not able to raise my charge because I already have less number of patients. And if those patients also refuse to do the treatment, then I may not earn at all. This has happened to me personally because patients refuse treatment as I charge slightly higher than my colleagues. You will get the mediocre prices in my town. This is another pain point because I'm not getting high ticket patients in my clinic. Almost 90% patients always respond bahut zyada hai, and the situation I'm going through, I feel like is crying. A few patients refuse a root canal treatment from me because my charges are high. Now let me tell you, my charge is 2,500 for a root canal treatment. I wonder if 2,500 is high for them. What will happen when I increase to 3,000? Okay, let's go back and split it up one by one. Okay. So the OPD count 20, 30, 40 keep on shifting, even 20, even booming 40, 50 is not a good count. Even if your OPD boomed in COVID, I would know how much you mean by boom in this case. If that went up to 80 per month, even that is 2.5 patients per day. Or if I take 25 working days, even that is a little more than 3 per day. Even that is on the lower side. So when you sit free, you will have the mind going into a negative space. If you are not getting patients, there can be two reasons primarily. There can be multiple, but I'm giving you two reasons primarily. Number one, you are invisible for your target audience. You don't exist at all. Or you are not doing enough of community reach to make yourself visible. These are two different points. Although the visible was the common thing, either you are not visible to your target market and you are not making any effort to make yourself visible. So it is a two-way effort that you have to do. Rather than sitting in your clinic, waiting and hoping for the patient to come in, and then you start the convincing game, is a wrong approach. Go out there in your community, create awareness. I mentioned this in the morning session also. The community outreach is one of the strongest things you can do. Strongest things you can do. Any school, any college, any club, any senior citizen, any kitty party, any, you can say wherever, not kitty party exactly, but any ladies club kind of a, you can say, you can have those things, do an awareness sessions, educate them, not with an intention to sell, Just create awareness. Awareness means awareness of dentistry, which will give you what? It will give you visibility. You conveying certain things, it will improve your vocal skills. When you do those things again and again, you become credible in your, you can say, in your arena or in your area. And with credibility comes respect and authority stamp on you, that you know this subject. And once you have an authority, that means people will vie for searching for you rather than you vying for, you can say, you hoping for those patients. And once you are visible enough, this is offline. Online, whatever cases you have done so far, set that up. Set up a nice website. Set it your social media. Rajat is doing so much wonderful stuff by, you can say, educating you all on GMB and other parameters of social media. How many people are participating? 20, 25. Go to his clinic. He has a bigger and a busier practice than most of you. He still takes out time for all of you. So don't underestimate कि हम लोग वेले इसलिए कर रहे हैं, या हमें स्वर्ग जाना नरक नहीं जाना तो इसलिए कर रहे हैं. शायद हम भी नरक जाएं आपकी तरह, या आप स्वर्ग जाओ हम नरक जाएं. That is a different matter altogether. But that is not the question. The question is serving the community. If you go out there, make the patients aware, you are serving the community. And there lies the magic. And do it online. Create your online awareness present. If you are not present online, you're missing out on a huge chunk of patients. And Wardha is not a small town as per my knowledge. It is definitely not a tier 4. Can be between tier 2 and 3 as per my knowledge. But the question is, the real question is, are you willing to make that shift? Are you willing to make that change? If the answer is no, then my answer will also go like a bouncer over your head. It is not going to help you in any way. Then one thing will stay permanent. Crying. That will stay permanent. And blaming God and everyone around you. कि मेरी तो किस्मत ही ऐसी है. गॉड चाहता ही नहीं था मैं ये हो. गॉड चाहता था तभी उसने शायद मेरे पास आपका पेन पॉइंट भेजा, रजत के पास पेन पॉइंट भेजा, हम लोगों ने आपको बताया, लेकिन आप नहीं चाहते थे कि आपकी लाइफ में कुछ चेंज आए. Pick up who is wrong. Pick up, choose the option who is wrong. There can be multiple ways to do a thing. Which clicks for you, you don't know. 4 साल 5 साल अपना एफर्ट करने के बाद, if you are not in that position, take the help of someone who has done it, who's been there, who has more experience than you. हम लोग ये सब कुछ फ्री में कर रहे हैं, इसके पैसे नहीं लेते आपसे. Have that notion. If the pain flow is not consistent, then you will keep on begging the same from your parents throughout your life. If you don't make a shift, if you don't make a change, हम लोग बता सकते हैं, इंप्लीमेंट आपको करना है, एक्शन आपको लेना है, एफर्ट आपको डालना है, कंसिस्टेंसी आपको लानी है. हम सिर्फ गाइड कर सकते हैं. It is a 50-50 partnership. Even if you hire a consultant, a paid one, who can guide you step by step, hand hold करे, हाँ मुझे सिखाए, पैसे लेके सिखाए, चलो मान लो. It will also be a 50-50 partnership with him. He'll tell you nice ideas, maybe better than mine. He'll give you nice ideas. Implementation effort तो आपका काम है ना. You can't say consultant आके आपकी जगह सब कुछ करे, कंटेंट आपको बना के दे दे, पोस्ट भी आपकी जगह कर दे. नहीं होगा. वो करना आपको ही पड़ेगा. If you feel that journey is tough, please leave practice. Get a job. And I say that with utmost respect to the salaried people. I don't mean that selling is something, salaried job is something which is downtrodden, or you can say looked upon. It's just that you don't have the fabric of being an entrepreneur. Not everybody can run a business. Absolutely fine. If you don't want to make a change, shift to a job. And I say it openly, blunt-faced, poker-faced. Accept it. Acceptance is the first step. नहीं है कोई बात. Maybe next जन्म में शायद कर लो. ये तो crying will stay common. Charges ले रहे हो नहीं ले रहे हो to a chunk of small patients who are coming, not getting converted. Fear of insecurity आ गई ना आपके अंदर, to fear of losing the patient. That is never going to go away. So get a hang of those things. We can only guide you.